doing. So I'm kind of going to change the direction. Let me try to put it here. It's a little bit better, a little bit safer. I'm on my way to work, so I wanted to make this video to kind of say that I'm gonna like revamp the channel. Not that anybody really watches it or whatever, but the reason for this is because I see a need. There are things that I'm trying to learn and figure out about, myself and the situation that I'm in, and I noticed that there are no videos about this. So I said, okay, well, I guess I will, I know that there are more people out there like me, so I would like to, I guess, try to fill that need, and so that somebody else might help them, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, so here's the sitch. I am 29 years old, and I was diagnosed about 2 years ago with an autoimmune condition called ankylosing spondylitis. And what that is basically is where your immune system goes into overdrive and it gets confused and it thinks that the proteins in your spinal cord are actual harmful foreign bacteria, so they start attacking it. This causes a lot of inflammation in the spinal cord, a lot of pain, and it can deteriorate the spinal cord, and it can also fuse the several vertebrae of the spinal cord together. As of right now, my spine is not fused, thank goodness. And as of right now, I am not on any medication for it. I was prescribed medication, and I took that for 2 years, and my symptoms went away, and my rheumatologist said, sure, you can take a break. And the reason that I wanted to take a break and get off my medication is that my partner and I are thinking of having a kid. And in order to get pregnant, this drug is not tested for pregnancy or breastfeeding. It is not safe for pregnancy or breastfeeding as far as the doctors know right now. So my rheumatologist said best to just get off of it for a few months before you even try to get pregnant, and make sure that your back can take it. So I started, doing research and, okay, what do I need to be aware of as a pregnant woman? Oh no! With ankylosing spondylitis. Hold on a second. I totally bit that. Where even is it? There it is. What do I need to be aware of as a pregnant woman with ankylosing spondylitis? Because here's the thing. Like 60 to 80% of people who are diagnosed are male. Very few are female. Very few are young females. Even fewer are young, healthy females who still want to continue a family. So, as you can imagine, trying to find videos about this on Facebook and what do I do and what are some things I'm going to need to know and stuff, there's not a whole lot out there. So that's why I thought I would kind of redo this channel and just kind of talk about my experience and talk about things that I learn as I learn them, and see if it can help anybody. I'm just coming out of a not terrible flare-up, but it was pretty bad, where everything's locked up. And a lot of that has to do with mind-body stuff that I think I'll get into, and I'll share that with you later. Not right now, because I'm still kind of going through it, and I'm still in the introspection phase where I'm not sure how I feel about this sort of deal. So that's something I'll share later. But as for right now, the pertinent details are that I am a young, healthy female who is trying to get pregnant and continue my family, and I have this condition that may or may not cause complications. We really don't know. My rheumatologist, when I first approached him about this, when I first saw my rheumatologist, I was like, so, what does this mean for the rest of my life? Can I have more kids? Can I do this? Can I do this? And he basically went, oh, I've never had a young, healthy patient before. He's had a couple people with AS, but they were all male. And he's never, both of the rheumatologists that I've had, they're like, look, you're the first. You're my first patient who is under a certain age, who's a very healthy individual, who has this condition. It doesn't happen. Which leads me to think that, not that it isn't AS, but that there's something else going on. Why else would I developed this condition. I think I don't know, maybe I gave it to myself or something. I don't know. There's got to be something woo-woo weird going on here. But anyway, so those are the pertinent details, and I will share more with you as it comes to light, I guess. I'm going to try to do like maybe monthly updates and just kind of be like, so here's where we're at, here's what's going on, you know, still not pregnant, but here's how my symptoms are, or I am pregnant, and here's how the symptoms are developing and whatnot, because I really don't know what to expect going into this. If the inflammation is contained to the spinal column, which is what it is for me, I have like a 30% chance of the symptoms getting worse. Basically, it's if you are a woman with AS, clinical trials have conduced that you have a third of a chance of your symptoms getting better and you feel great through pregnancy, a third of a chance of them getting worse and you feel shitty through pregnancy, and a third of the chance of them just staying the same and you don't feel any difference in your joints. So that's cool. So I really will have no idea. Also, another factor is that if the inflammation is contained to the spinal column, the symptoms tend to get worse. If the child that you are bearing is female, that tends to make the symptoms better. So it's just really weird, sporadic conditions that I'm not sure. I don't know if you really can't control for that kind of thing. It doesn't seem to make any real rhyme or reason. So I really don't know what to think or what to expect going into it. So that's why I'll just share it with you guys, and maybe then the next person who this happens to and who is trying to do this with their life, they can kind of have a heads up and know maybe a little bit better what to expect. So anyway, that's all for now, and I'll talk to you later.